Let's get right to that Fox News alert this morning. Today, the three brothers on your screen there, accused of holding Amanda Berry, Gina DeJesus, and Michelle Knight captive, will be questioned by police and possibly charged. There's also word this morning there were more victims inside that Cleveland house of horrors. Police searching the house and are interested in searching nearby properties. This after the oldest victim, Michelle Knight, reportedly told cops there was another girl there when she was first kidnapped, but she disappeared.
Also, we're just learning that the police are apparently going to be having a press conference there in Cleveland shortly, and the charges should be filed very, very shortly as well. Meanwhile, regarding the first woman we know of who was abducted, a woman by the name of Michelle Knight, you just saw her image right there, she has told investigators that when she got there back in 2002, there was another woman in the house, but she vanished. Didn't know where she went. Keep in mind, the women were kept in different parts of the houses, in different parts of the house. They were chained, they were taped, they were secreted away. If one was let out of the house into the backyard, they were only let out one at a time, according to the authorities at this point. But the question is, the other woman, who was it? Could it possibly have been 14-year-old Ashley Summers, who disappeared from the same neighborhood back in 2007? It was thought initially she was a runaway, but a couple of years later, they started linking it to the disappearance of the other two young girls.
As you look at what they went through, evidently repeatedly raped, evidently there has been about 5 miscarriages there, 1 birth at least, although there is one report of somebody saying multiple little girls came out of the house. And we'll look forward to see if that is just a bad game of telephone or there was actual other little girls in there. But Michelle Knight is the one that perhaps is the most extraordinary story because nobody was really looking for her. The family said that, you know, she's the one who took perhaps the biggest physical beating, and many people thought she just left her house on her own.
At 19, because she apparently was having some troubles at the time, she had lost custody of a toddler son, and she was just considered a runaway. You know, when you get over the age of 18, then I think this whole idea of abduction and Amber Alerts maybe goes by the wayside a little bit more. Her mother moved down to Florida and basically said she had heard nothing from the police over all of these years. She's now made her way back up to try and be reunited with her daughter. But unfortunately, it appears, like you say, Brian, that she suffered the most damage. She apparently could be almost deaf from the beatings and has broken bones that have rehealed in her face.
And Gina DeJesus is the one that, this is unbelievable, that might have been playing with Ariel's, who's the accused abductor's daughter. We might have been the best friends, might have been the last person to see her before she was taken into their house for 10 years.
Also, we should point out, and we're going to talk a little bit more about the prime suspect, he apparently attended a couple of vigils that were held for some of the missing girls. Also, when authorities were digging up one plot of land nearby, looking for Amanda, I do believe, he said, "What are you doing?" They said, we're looking for her. He said, "It's just a waste of time and money. Don't bother."
And by the way,